call our general evaluator, Mr. Priyadarshi sir, to come on the stage and evaluate our speeches and table topic sessions. Please welcome.
Good evening once again. I request the timer to give the timings of the speakers.
So the speaker one, Tarun, took 5 minutes 15 seconds, and Arpita took 6 minutes 23 seconds. Both are in time.
Thank you. May I request the first evaluator, Toastmaster Shubhankar, to evaluate the first speaker.
Good evening, Toastmasters, again, and Tarun in particular. Do you know which page of the newspaper is read the most?
First page.
Yes, please.
Last page.
First page.
It's actually the third page.
Page 3.
Because it's masala. And nobody likes to read masala about themselves. They are more interested in masala when it's about somebody else. So when Tarun opened that he had done something illegal at Toastmasters, I was like, what illegal thing can you do? What an immaculate opening. Your speech was structured ably. I'd say you walked us through your family life, or I think the birth was first, then the family life, your business, why you joined Toastmasters, and then your journey at Toastmasters. And all of these were interspersed with your very subtle sense of humor, which I could very well relate to. And I especially liked when you talked about this quote from Helen Blanchard. Am I saying the name right? Brancher. Okay, Helen Brancher. You can, if you can get everything out of Toastmasters, then you will never get out. And he repeated that a couple of times. So this is a key thing we can take away, or I will surely take away from the speech. To hammer a moment or a line into your head, the audience's head, you have to repeat it a couple of times to make it sit. And obviously, the hook that he started with, we were all waiting for the end to connect the dots, where he talked about mentorship, his journey, and then he was flowed. So that was life coming full circle, or the speech coming full circle for me. You had a great sense of humor, like I said, a great voice modulation, great opening, and great structure. What I think you could work on is a bit of your transitions, where a little you could be a little more smoother. So when you were talking about your son, then you moved into your hobbies or your likes for movies, and then you moved into the quote from the Toastmasters. I thought the transition was a little jerky, but then you can move on to it. That would make it awesome. So I personally have taken a lot out of this speech. Your dressing sense, the way you address your voice modulation, the structures. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to more speeches from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubhankar. Shubhankar always comes quite natural when he evaluates any speaker. The one suggestion I would like to give to Shubhankar is this is an icebreaker speech. The purpose of the project is to introduce to the club for a member. In that sense, I request you should have done the evaluation in that context rather than the transition everything, because that comes in the project 2. In the project 2, we are supposed to structure a speech with the body opening everything. So that's the one thing. Let us, when we evaluate speaker, let us stick to the project guidelines. Whether the speaker is working on his the purpose of the project. Okay, let us stick to that. Otherwise, a good job. Please give me a very big round of applause. The speaker is attempting an icebreaker speech after many years. Okay, this is maybe second time or third time, fourth time. I'm not sure how many times he has done. So I was looking into that, whether he comes with something uniqueness or what he's going to tell about. The way he structured his speech, the way he told, I was looking at how he's going to introduce himself to the club. In that, he did a marvelous job. He emphasized more on his Toastmaster journey because he was introduced as a seasoned Toastmaster. So he gave us what he learned, and he gave a fantastic quote which Shubhankar mentioned. And once you are there, you can't really come out. Which shows, I mean, he is already member since 1999. Whatever he gave a quote, he lived up with that quote. That credibility was there. In that, he did a pretty good job on that. Be positive. The finally he said, be positive in that, and he motivated us all of us to take up a different roles in the club, citing his own examples. He told us about his joining his family business. We came to know about his family, intercaste marriage. I think he covered most of the things which we wanted to know. In that sense, he certainly did a marvelous job. Please give him a very big round of applause. This is a general comment. It's not particular. I think I'm sure people will understand that. It's a general comment. I do not know why we have this habit of going on unnecessary words. Okay. Next time when you come to the stage, challenge yourselves. Are you standing steady and delivering it? Do you have a purposeful movements on the stage? Think about that. Okay, I do not want to pinpoint anyone today, but I'm sure from president to the last evaluator, everyone will take this as a feedback and work upon. And one more suggestion which wanted to look into that, Mr. Tarun, is you are a senior Toastmasters. You got a 6 minutes 30 seconds. You did only for 5 minutes 30 seconds. Don't leave a second. Please utilize 6 minutes 30 seconds so that you can give a lot of takeaways to the club. May I invite the second evaluator, Toastmaster Piyush, to evaluate.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And good evening, Toastmaster Arpita. Today, Toastmaster Arpita has spoken what goes on behind every college student's life, what happens, in a college student's life over the 4 years or 3 years, and she did it with a lot of. It's very difficult to come over here, give a story such so personal, so hurtful, and while giving the speech, you are reliving those memories and just putting it out for the world. It's a very strong thing to do, and today you did it beautifully. So kudos for that. You were very natural on stage. It was as if you were having conversation with with your friends. It was so natural. The words were flowing out of your mouth. You were moving in a very natural way. Your hands were moving very well. You were looking at people in the eyes. You covered everybody. And I was sitting at the back, the last seat. I wanted to know whether will your voice be reachable to me, and it was clearly reachable. Your voice was crisp, it was clear, it was audible, and the loudness was perfect. So, with respect to your body language, 100%. Respect to your voice, 100%. With respect to your hand movements, 100%. Coming to your stage movements, I saw that you were moving on the stage on your right side. So you were going on the right side, coming back to the center, then going on the right. You never utilized this area of the stage. So if you could use the stage evenly, that would really make more effect, make your speech more effective. So that is one thing I believe you can work on. Second thing that I think you can work on is your speech. Your speech was very good. It had a very good flow. But in middle, we could hear it became little bit repetitive. That those people, your friend, she betrayed you, and you spoke about it for three, four times. So maybe if in your speech you could have made it crisp and had better flow, then it would have come out very much better. Um, but nonetheless, you had very good energy, and everybody was glued to your story, and everybody could relate to it. I could also relate to your story, and in the end, you just did a fantastic job. And one thing to challenge you is I to challenge yourself is give a information speech, a speech where you have to present some information on a research. So I would like to see that. So that is one challenge I would like to give you. So all the best. Thank you.
Have you observed how Piyush delivered his evaluation speech? He must have talked nonsense, not true. But the way he stood and delivered shows only the confidence. That's what I was pointing to the every role takers. Thank you, Piyush, for that good evaluation. What I like most is you are picking up the structure of the speech of Arpita going back and coming to the original thing. That's a very good observation. And the way you challenge her to improve, that's also a very good takeaway for Arpita. I'm sure Arpita will take all these feedbacks to the next speech. Please give a very big round of applause to Arpita. As Piyush mentioned, you are quite natural. And the one good thing which I like most with this today's youngsters, they're vulnerable. Okay, and we are not vulnerable, gray-haired people. And that's the one thing, biggest takeaway from me, being vulnerable. And what is the learning you have? Don't worry about others, what they think about that. And getting that insightful at the age of 20, wow, it is going to take you a long way. Well done, Arpita, and all the best. Please give Now I would like to call upon Quiz Master JP to conduct a quizzing section.
Good evening again. I will be asking three questions. People who answer it, you can please stand. We'll have a final count game. The first question is, TM Tarun mentioned he's a businessman and he produces garments to some major lifestyle brands. Can you just tell me three of the brands? Three names of the brands.
Shopperstop, Lifestyle, Reliance.
TM Arpita mentioned she took a break. Which place did she go after?
Beach.
Start.
What is TM Tarun's wife's name? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Disha?
Huh? Sorry?
Yeah.
You have to please stand.
Oh, it's good.
Please stand.
You ask whoever raised the hand first, okay?
DTM Priyadarshi sir went to Kerala. Wanted to go to Kerala. Which month did he plan? Kedar?
Yeah.
Which month? Yeah. He planned for some.
July?
Good. So the winners came.
I request our counter to the stage and give the report of the speakers, evaluators, everyone. Push up.
Once again, I'm so sorry. A very good, a very good evening once again. Today's report will be in depth as Priyadarshi sir suggested me. Okay, so I'll start with TM Ashutosh. You use it 3R. That too when somebody was coming, you are speaking, somebody was coming. At that time you said ah. Okay. Next, TM Harshita plus 5. Ah. When you are introducing your, suppose you are introducing guest, okay? At that time you don't know the name. At that time you took like this, okay? Next, Kavita ma'am, same, plus 5 are you took before taking names. Then Abhijit, plus 5 are same. I think you're for what I think you're forgetting words. Okay, you're speaking and you're forgetting words, so you're continuously using. You're trying to remember that word. In that span, you're using. Okay. After Aritra, you're speaking very fast. Just 3 hours. Okay. JP. Pauses. I think like you're not taking pauses. Just continuously speaking before that. Like that. Shubhankar sir, 2. Like 1 hour you took, and before 1 hour, and after that 1 hour. 1 hour is before taking name. You're calling someone and you say and when you're looking on the paper, that time you use it 3 hour, like that one. After that, Piyush. 3 prolonged so. So, that's it. Arpita. Again, 3 1 2 and 3 so. Again, not taking pauses. Navneet. I think it was very habitual. You know, it was coming very naturally. And it was plus 5. Chandan. What I observe, suppose you're taking one word, like someone. So you're taking that word, you're prolonging, and after that you're not saying like you're not forgetting something. At that time you're using You're saying one word and you're ending that word with okay, and just one word you said, and after that you use that. Rutvik plus more than 5, so 1 again. So was coming so habitual, like you're habituated to it. So. I would like to take name Priyadarshi sir, Tarun sir, and Jai Shankar. No filler words, nothing used. And Tarun sir, next time I'll practice 300 times so that I'll not get nervous on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja, for taking my request so seriously. And I requested her, normally our counter comes and gives Ashutosh did 15 hours, Priyadarshi did 20 hours, I was like, then I told her, I challenged her that look into that each speaker and find out where do they use the filler words, whether it comes like a natural or a habit or forcibly they insert this just to fill it. In that sense, you did a pretty good job. Please go ahead. May I request Grammarian Aditya to give his report, please.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, the word of the day, oblivion, was used by our president Harshita and Toastmaster Tarun sir. There was one good and some improper speech also. Toastmaster Harshita said, "We believe with great communication we can reach higher in life." Toastmaster Pooja said, "If you can take care of our small things, we can easily take care of our big things." Toastmaster Jayashankar said, "Listening and hearing are two important things. While listening are the sound is here and listening is what were the words we get from it. And Toastmaster Tarun said, if you want to get everything from Toastmaster, you will never get out of Toastmaster." Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Patra. Let me give my own perspectives, feedback on the various takers today. Sergeant at Arms, he came with a lot of energy today. That's the welcome sign for any sergeant at arms. The another important thing which I observed today with both President as well as Sergeant at Arms is they did not go with the path which normally is today's theme. I don't know why we have to tell today's theme. Both of you did not tell today's theme, but you subtly, without anybody's knowledge, you introduced the theme of the meeting. That is fantastic. That's a hallmark of both your speeches. And that's the one thing I really like. There's no point in telling what is said. Today's theme is like that, and everybody talks about that. No. Your speech should encompass that theme. In that context, Ashutosh, you did a pretty good job on that. Where you can improve, you use the word, you cited the book, Atomic Habits. In the first chapter, what they say. And you gave an example actually. You gave a perfect example. There's incremental margin. Am I right? Incremental improvement. You keep doing it, it will become a habit. And that's what I want to challenge you. Next time when I come here, take one task. Maybe the how do you welcome the people? The first 3 lines. Okay, how you can make it better. For example, today you said welcome, then suddenly you jumped into the guidelines. No sex, politics, all those things. Make it. It's a new year. Okay, bring that energy. Your job is to set a right tempo. Welcome, you said. I was expecting what is the next line? Next line, sex, politics, religion. The guess you think what is that sex? Okay. What you have to do is, this is new year. Let us have a new beginning. Like that. Like you set up a tempo. That's your job. So I want to challenge you, Ashutosh. Every time you come, you have to bring more energy, increase your decibel level. Okay, so that everybody will clap. Okay, so that should reflect the way you set up the tempo for the meeting. That's the one thing I want to challenge you on that. And thanks for giving all of us the importance of that book, Atomic Habits. Yes, Atomic Habits, and how to generate a good habits. Thank you very much for that. Good day. Please give him a very good applause. We talk in various forum communication skills. I was thinking, what are the communication skills? If somebody asked, you should have good communication skills, means I was thinking, how to define these communication skills. Okay, the first thing which came to my mind is storytelling. If you're a good storyteller, you are a good communicator. In that context, President did a marvelous job. And she's a great storyteller. And in fact, I was looking at it's like an international speech. The way you deliver the speech, everything was there. Gesture, structure, body movement, purposeful movement. Yeah, a little bit oscillation was there. Yeah, but otherwise everything was perfect. It was a perfect speech. What we look into the president, is he or she is a good leader? And that's what you did. You motivated all of us to attend the meeting regularly. You motivated all of us to take various steps. So you're a good leader. You inspired us. And the another thing, what is crisis management? You have a plan B. You had a plan B. When you called Arpita to give a secretarial report, when she did not come out, you jumped into that. You executed plan. That's a hallmark of a good leader. That's what our sunshine president should be. I'm very proud of my president. You deserve a very big round of applause. Toastmaster of the day. When a teacher comes to the podium, I wonder why this teacher should come to Toastmasters. But someone said, am I right? A teacher cannot teach unless he or she keeps on learning. And that's what she is doing. She has come to the club to learn, so that she can become a better teacher. And she told it. Whenever I see Kavita Madam, the one word comes automatically, elegance. The way she conducts everything is epitome of elegance. And that's the one thing I really like. And another hallmark for any MC is not to go overboard. Sometimes the MCs go overboard. And she never went overboard on that. Okay, short, crisp in introduction, conscious about the timing. Everything was done within the given time. Did not go overboard. Proper introduction, proper transition, everything. Couple of things to look into that, Kavita Madam. When a speaker comes, two things you should tell which pathway they are practicing. Second thing is the title of the speech. These two are very important. So to introduce the speakers. Other than that, one more you always use Mr. and TM. No, TM like Shri Priyadarshi, DTM Priyadarshi, or Priyadarshi sir. Okay. Don't put Mr. TM somewhere. So don't club two salutations. Other than that, you did a wonderful job. Everything was short, crisp, and elegantly conducted Toastmaster role. Please give her a very big round. Finally, M-Tech, Tabletop Master Srijan. Smartly dressed. Yes. What I liked most, Srijan, is it was a complete package. You got a drama, you got a result to solve, you got a proper question. The one question which really liked is, which I'm going to really ponder on that is, if Toastmaster is not there in your life, what you would have lost or what you would have gained. And Piyush came up with a beautiful answer for that. That's a big takeaway for me. Tonight I'm going to ponder on that. If I had not become a member of Toastmaster in 2009, what I would have lost. Okay, I'm going to ponder on that. Thank you very much for giving that fantastic table topic question. Like I said, everything was there. You made people to come and play an act, a riddle, which was solved beautifully by Shubhankar also. Couple of things to become a table topic master next time. Call the members who are not having any room. Varnika sitting right. She's a paid member. She's paid 5,000 per annum, did not get any time to come here. Whereas Naveen was so happy. Every time I came, I got an opportunity to speak. Yes. Okay, you are supposed to call the guests also. You did a good job on that. But the first preference for the paid members who are not having any, if they come to the stage on a periodic basis regularly, they will become a better communicator. So the first priority to them, don't call the G once again. And you gave a fantastic topic to me. Thank you very much for that. I mean, you're sick of my face, but once again, don't call G and Shubhankar, evaluators. The people who are not having the rules, those people should get first priority. That's the one thing. Second thing is, when you have topics, clearly read and spell. Okay, when you tell those topics, sometimes you forget. You're not giving the topics eloquent. So my suggestion is, have the topics, read it clear. Okay. Other than that, I know that you're taking a lot of roles, Srijan, and you forced one of your classmates also. And you will never come to the next meeting. Okay. But I'm sure you promised to us that you'll bring more Ramaya College members. So we are looking forward to that. Please give me a very big round of applause. Thank you, Shubhankar for giving this opportunity to be a G on the first meeting of the new year. And I wanted to challenge myself and hope I did that. And I thank my fellow evaluators as well as my role takers for helping me to conduct the session. I'm sure the voting link is open. Okay, I request you to vote the deserved speakers and role takers. And I would like to hand over the podium to the Toastmaster of the day,